Welcome back to the Kieran Carlin Football Channel. Football Club. Fugazi. Oh, there's no other word for club, is there? Or channel. Fucking cool guy. For the past few hours, I've been in Photoshop. Dibbly-dabbly. That's gack. Not that, not shooting, just photoshopping with a perfectly safe computer mouse. I mean, I reckon I could kill someone with, you could just like a wired mouse, maybe, if I'm being honest, but you could shh, like that. I have fixed all the Premier League home kits. Well, half of them, because this is part one. So let's get straight in with the Arsenal kit. This is the original. Now, what I don't like about it, one, is that they've tried to do a throwback and reminisce to the Invincible season. 2003-04, I believe. That's why they got the big white sleeves, which don't feel too Arsenal because they go high up. But that's what the one did back then. I've gone for this. Okay, I've taken their third kit, which I'm obsessed with. It is absolutely gorgeous. I walked past a TV with Arsenal playing someone in the Champions League the other day, and I was like, "This is me walking." Is that? Oh, it's those bastards, but they're bloody gorgeous. That's what happened. Genuinely, no word of a lie. So I brought in that template because I'm not a fan of this Adidas template that is in use this season. I got rid of the zigzags, the lightning bolts. You can't be throwing back to a 2003-04 kit which didn't have lightning bolts, and then you can't be combining two old kits. You know what I mean? Two old sort of elements. It's a no from me. I've got the third kit template. Lovely little AFC on the collar. Nice collar. Get rid of the Arsenal badge. Honestly, it's dog shit. Just put the cannon on there. White it out. Alright, the sleeves look so much better. It's still reminiscent. This looks way more closer, but still fresher to the 2003-04 Invincible kit than their current one. I'm just saying, alright? And I changed the gold for silver because, in my opinion, I don't care if you're throwing back. You can't have gold unless you fucking win something, mate. Alright? Otherwise, you're devaluing the concept of having gold on a kit. And I do not like that. Gold is sacred, okay? Because humans decided it was, because it's shiny. Next up, we have an Aston Villa kit, which I've already fixed and which you may have seen in my fixing Aston Villa, West Ham and Burnley problem. I went for this. Okay, there's too much going on at the top. Okay, there's too much blue. Got rid of that, kept it going straight up, kept the pattern going. It's very subtle. It looks more obvious on these pictures, but in real life it's way more subtle. Got rid of the horrible yellow in the BK8 spot, so keep that white. There's too much going on otherwise. And then you bring back the checkered, the claret and blue checkered. Please, Aston Villa, it just looks great. There's not enough checkered in the Premier League. It's driving me insane. It's just right there. Who doesn't want to look like a skateboarder? Come on, get it in. Next up, we have Bournemouth. Now, my reservations with this current Bournemouth kit is that it feels like a third kit that clashes with a Bournemouth home kit. The stripes aren't equal, which is not always necessary, but it's frustrating because I don't really regard Bournemouth as like black being the primary colour out of black and red for Bournemouth. I don't know. This just makes me feel a bit uneasy. So I've gone for this. Now, you might be thinking, Kieran, I've seen this one before, right? They have this all the time. Turns out, no, they don't. They literally haven't for ages just had a nice, clean, even striped Bournemouth kit. Like a little AC Milan number, but like the ice cream AC Milan. AC Milan by the coast. Milan? No, Milan's not near the coast, is it? Is it? I don't know. I haven't been to Italy because whilst I'm excited for the pizza, I am concerned about the racism. I think I'd be fine. But just in, solidarity speaking. Oh God, Brentford. Okay, now I don't know how you reasonably fix this. Okay, these are meant to be sort of reasonable fixes, not like I just made a whole new kit, which I may or may not have done for some, but we'll get to that. So my reasonable solution for what they could have done for this Brentford kit is this. So I hate the gradient. Boom, got rid of that. all right? Already so much better. And then I actually don't mind the shoulders, what they've done with the shoulder sleeves. But I got rid of that and I just went, you know what? It had been so long, I checked through their kit history, it'd been so long since they just had a nice, clean, red and white striped kit. So that's what I wanted to give them. And I also sorted out the collar to get rid of this random little point and just made it black all the way around. I think this would be well loved, but it would be classed as boring. But I think it'd be well loved. And also, I couldn't get the same red for these panels here as there is on the shoulder, but I actually think I quite like it as two-tone. So that is two-tone. That is accidentally on purpose. Next up we have Brighton. Now my reservations with this Brighton kit is the neckline. Okay, with this neckline, you've got the two stripes and they've opted to not put either, not like a proper collar on it. They've just kept it blue. It feels unbalanced because the blue stripe in the middle goes up into it. So it feels a bit off. Like it feels like the white is like slightly over. I don't know, it bothers me. And also, what's going on with the sleeves? The sleeves are like, oh, that's a bloody weird noise that, wasn't it? So I did this, boom, sorted the cuffs out and made the drapes match the carpet, so to speak. Just put the collar on as well, a simple addition. And look at that. Would anyone have argued with that if that came out? No, I don't think they would have, all right? We solved the illusion collar issue. I like it. I very much like it. And you know why? Because I fucking made the thing. So it'd be odd if I didn't like it, wouldn't it? Next up, we have Burnley. Now, I'm just about to contradict myself completely from what I've just said. But this is a one I made a while back. Once again, in the video where I was trying to solve the Burnley, Aston Villa, West Ham kit problem, but they all look the same. And I based this one on Ipswich's kit from this season. It does look more like a Burnley kit. However, do I like it? No, I don't. I think their current one is, yeah, job well done, lads. So fair play on that one. And I hope you win a game soon. And Vincent Company does well. But at the moment, sorry. Liverpool. Now, my problem with this Liverpool one was, is there anything wrong with it? This is a great kit if you're a Liverpool fan. Simple, but a great kit. So my thinking behind this one was that I thought 2006, early noughties is coming back into fashion, okay? So I went through some old Nike templates from those times, sort of like, 2004, and I decided to reimagine a Liverpool kit from a previous era, but now. Now, whilst you deal with what I have made right there, I'm going to tuck into a Starburst. Now, whilst I, a grown man, struggle to get into this sweet wrapper, I'll explain the process. So it's sort of the Brazil template. I think Arsenal had this template, but slightly different, where the lines didn't finish at the bottom. But I thought all the way down felt right. I think the badge is supposed to be central, but I preferred the badge where I've put it. And the more I look at it, the more I like it. And you might think, Kieran, what are these random lines are? This doesn't feel very Liverpool. Excuse me, it's not only an original, but a fresh take on an existing old Nike template. But most importantly, it also at the same time throws back to one of Liverpool's best kits in recent history, in the past 10 years. This Warrior one. Yeah, look at this bad boy. Whoa. Yeah, that is cool. What a piece of shit. This would be a pretty cool bootleg shirt to have. Next up, we have rivals Everton. Now, similarly with this Everton kit, I was like, I'm pretty sure I give it a pretty strong rating. I quite like it. Now, the fit, after seeing it a few fair times on Match of the Day, is terrible. And just the quality of it is really, really poor. However, in a render, it looks pretty decent. So I've decided to do this. Huh? I've taken one of the Hummel templates for this season, and it's meant to be like half and half, sort of one size lighter, but it didn't work with the white. So I just kept it all the same pinstripe sort of thing, but very subtle, just a bit of shine, a bit of texture. But then I thought, okay, this is great. And, you know, Kieran, you've done a really good job, and it's actually much better than the original one, and you've actually done it by accident, you were just messing about. That's not the point. Oh, you've done it with their own design and mugged them off. Don't, let's just, come on, we're all humble here. But then I thought, it's the last season of Goodison, and that's what they brought in with the little girders across the cuffs and the detail on the collar. So I was like, how do I continue that if this were to be the last kit of Goodison? And I thought, what better way to say goodbye to Goodison than this? Now, it's a subtle change, but if you've noticed, much like Goodison Park, I have offered a restricted view of all the information on the shirt. What better way to remember Goodison Park than a really shit seat with a restricted view? That's what I'd give you, and I think that would sell like motherfucking hotcakes, bitch. Do hotcakes sell well? I'd buy a cake, regardless of its temperature, to be honest. I never really think, oh, I wish this cake was hot. I'm just sort of like, oh, I wish this cake was in me. Next up is Chelsea Football Club. Now, they have recently added Infinite Athlete as their sponsor, so my first issue was that let's get rid of that. Okay, because that's not real, is it? It just isn't. It's not real, allegedly. And then I thought, you know what, I don't really like the iridescent badges. I don't like the night template with the little patch up here. I want to get rid of that, just make it all go all the way up to the neck. And then I quite like the red. I like when they add red, okay? And they haven't done it since like 2011 or something. So I've done this. All right, let's get a realistic sponsor, an aeroplane company from a random Gulf country. So I checked on the website and they are sponsored by Oman Air. So that's interesting, isn't it? So that's on the front there. I added my badge that I made for Chelsea in a previous video. If you look closely at your screens there, put your sandwich down. It says Chelsea Shooters, with a couple guns on the lion. I think there's an American football in there. Maybe, I don't know, there's probably some more guns or something because America. Made it white, the night tick, good. They just got rid of the horrible patch at the top, a horrible segment at the top. And then I changed just a little bit on the end to red. Okay, a little bit on the cuff sleeve to red instead of like gold. Oh, God, you can't be doing that. We've already established that, right, mate? You can have silver if you want. You can't have gold. What are you running, you bastards? Stuck red on there, and I think it looks great. Genuinely, I really bloody like that. So, sue me. Don't do that. I've got no money. Next up is Crystal Palace. Now, my issue with this one, that it feels a bit like... Oh, really? We put a big image over the top of it? And, you know, we're not about that here, okay? That's just, it feels too easy. Also, the random white line down the middle to, like, be like, oh, look, it's really half and half. It's just embarrassing, to be honest. We don't want to see that. I don't want to be seeing that. So, what I've done is this. I went and got, like, it might have been like a Hanover or something. I took their inner pattern because we're bidding off just a big silhouette of a Crystal Palace, just with whatever random sort of pattern they had in there. I like it, all right? And then I thought, much like Bournemouth, now whilst I'm not against the half and half, I looked, and Crystal Palace, for ages, just hadn't had just a normal, equal, stripy kit. They've had like a big block down the middle that's blue with red on the outside. They've had a big crayon one, which was nice. But still, they hadn't had just a simple, nice striped kit for a while, a home kit. So, I went back to basics and I gave it to them. And then you imagine like the little pattern subtle in between, little shine. Gorgeous, mate. Absolutely gorgeous. I've been your designer, Kier Dog. Don't call me, that's awful. Right, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to finish off my Starburst. And then I'm going to go play in the park with all my friends. That's because I'm a child. I'm not. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. Part 2. But there might be a video in between that. Bye.